Here goes. Um, so here's the introductory episode of my new writing series. I decided to create an audio version for this just because I feel like it's more personal, and being that this writing series is it's very different from all of the other ones I've put out, and very unique, and the most vulnerable, if I have to say, the most vulnerable of them all. Because I want you to understand that what I'm going to share is the moment in my life, by far, where I felt the most embarrassed, the most humiliated, the most disgusted, and it has caused me a lot of emotional trauma and a lot of psychological trauma, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy. I've always wanted to share it and find a way to finally talk about it or write about it. I've always wanted to write about it, but I just couldn't get myself to it because I was still dealing with it. I was still in pain. Recently, I got up one day and I'm done. I told myself, like, this is it. That's it. You're no longer going to allow yourself to let this eat you up. So this is why I've named the series Taking Responsibility, because it's a journey. It's been a journey, and I have finally taken responsibility for how I have allowed others to decide how I feel about myself. There are a few things I want to let you know before we get on to the first part of the story. And the first one is that I don't have to share this with you, and I think we all know that. I don't have to share this with you. But I choose to. I choose to because I truly believe sharing stories is powerful. I truly believe there's strength in sharing, and not only for myself or the person sharing it, but for the person listening or reading. I've said this multiple times. I really truly do not believe any of us could be here if it wasn't for the actions of others. So I'm taking a shot at being vulnerable, and I'm completely fine with it. Secondly, I want to let you know that out of respect of those who were involved, anyone, or where it happened, I'm not mentioning any names. I'm not going to mention any names or any gender pronouns. It's not going to happen. I'm not doing this to put them out on blast. I'm not doing this at all. I'm doing this to share with the world that sometimes you have to forgive those who've never apologized, because waiting on the actions of others will only contribute to your lack of personal growth. And I also want you listening to understand that those who are in pain cause pain, and that people's insult and discouragement is never about you, but always indeed about them. And I truly have forgiven everyone who was involved. I truly have, and I've taken responsibility, as I mentioned. So at the end of the series, after I've released all 5 parts, I'll be answering your questions. Some of you have sent me some questions to answer, and I'll also explain where I am now. And I'm excited for you to listen to this story. Really excited. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. And I hope that you find a way to relate to this. If not, I hope that you find a way to gain something in any way, anything, to gain something from it. I hope that you allow yourself to be inspired. And yeah, I hope you're doing well. Lots of good energy your way, and all the very best. See you in part 1.